RJ. It's 3 in the morning right now. This is actually I got home a little bit ago from hanging out with friends. I quickly wrote this before what I was feeling at the time went away. It's kind of subsided now, but you know, to be honest, this video was meant to be uh, originally meant to be something super different. I was gonna talk about being emotionally unavailable and how I've repressed and compartmentalized my emotions for a very long time since I was a kid. I had to talk about this recently, and that was why I had the urge to talk about that. But I kind of had the urge to talk about something else pretty abruptly, very abruptly, I guess. Um, and listen, this probably sounds kind of bad, like in a like I should probably seek professional help kind of way, but I promise it's really not to that extent. I don't really know how to say this other than it's getting pretty hard to care. As in, I'm struggling to find the motivation to do things and care about the people around me. Um, I have quite a few responsibilities that I need to attend to, but I kind of find myself shirking them or just procrastinating a lot more than I should, which in my eyes is probably the least of the issues. I've always more or less been a big procrastinator, so things like that don't really set off any red flags for me. What has been nagging at me is how little I care about the things and people happening around me. That doesn't really make sense, but you know what I mean. I'm trying really hard. I want to care about the people in my life and about the things happening to them, but I just can't find it in myself. Well, maybe that's not entirely accurate. I do care about my mentee and her mentee, but even for them, I could probably do more. Um, anyways, who I think I'm lacking in care is, in care towards is the friends I see on a regular basis, or an almost daily basis, really. Uh, sometimes I kind of just want to blame it on being tired, like physically, mentally, but I just, I just think that maybe it's draining to be around them. Um, like I enjoy their company, I really do. But it's honestly hard to put in much effort or care when half the time they're telling me to shut the fuck up or just ignore me and kind of just give me an odd look. They're good people, despite that, and they've been really good friends in the past. However, recently, I often feel that they don't really enjoy spending time with me, and naturally that kills my mood like every time. Um, that's just like one part of this whole feeling increasingly apathetic thing. Aside from like socially, I cannot for the life of me give a single rat's ass about work or about school. I fully feel like I'm going through the motions. Um, I crack like mostly I just crack the same jokes, act out the same bits, and force the same facial expressions that people know me for. But I can't shake the feeling that it's all meaningless and exhausting. But I digress. I just kind of wanted to bitch and moan for a little. Uh, I know no matter what that I'll probably still go hang out with the same group of people again later this week, and at this end of the hangout session, I'll feel the same dullness I often do. I will say this though, in um, you know, for the benefit of the doubt, and to not make this seem like super awful. This friend group has been one of the best parts of my time in college. Um, it's sad that it's beginning to come to a point where I don't really think I belong. I've had this talk about not belonging a lot recently, mostly with my sister, but yeah. Full transparency. I said before this year even started that I would try to spend less time with this group because of how I've been feeling. I didn't really keep that promise at all. It's really hard, actually. Even though I'm usually someone who can give up anything, I think it's causing me like more harm than good. It's really hard to give up on this friend group. Maybe it's because it really hasn't gotten to that point yet, but I'm not entirely certain. Uh, it's building up though. Maybe graduating will be a good chance to clean the slate. I don't really care to make new friends, but at least I'll have a chance to exit the stage and fade from irrelevance or whatever. Uh, that would be easiest for me. Again, I've said it in the past, but maybe it's an awful thing to do. But I wouldn't mind if everyone here forgot about me after a semester or two. Well, actually, I hope my mentee wouldn't forget about me. But other than that, I guess it's fair game. Um, okay, I think it's enough for today. My eyes burn like the Dickens, and it's getting pretty late. Also, I would just want to say, as a disclaimer, I'm pretty sure like pretty depressed, and I write these when I'm at a fairly low point emotionally, and I really don't edit or double check my scripts. So, uh, while none of that really excuses what I say, please take it all with a grain of salt and with a bit of understanding, maybe. As always, thank you, whoever you are. I hope you're doing well and that nothing I say rings any bells for yourself. Goodbye.